Sif, you hear from behind you. Sif is your name, correct?
Yes. You're the one that wanted the other spot, weren't you?
Yes. Oh, mostly to find out what it's made of for research purposes, mainly due to the fact that having knowledge is key, and we don't need to get into that. Do you wish to kill the creature?
It's not if I wish or not, it's what has to happen. I think.
What if
this
there is
creature-
another option?
Well, if there's another option, then I am facing me and my whole group's whole safety. Over. Just
He
an
walks up
answer.
to you.
Or question. Theory.
I don't know if it's 100% going to work, but based on what I have heard that the creature's makeup and way of existing is, if you put it in a bag of holding and keep the bag closed, it cannot get out, and it will feed on the remaining essence of the bag, allowing it to stay fed without ruining the magic item and without getting too big. However, there is the worry that your handler will notice, and he holds his hand out and places a ring in your hand. That should help block communication. I don't need to know if you chose which option, but I'm giving you another choice.
Well, I thank you for that. You have anything else to say to spot number 2 before we do what we have to do?
You live very shortly, but yet a happy life. It's regretful that it has to end in such suffering. And he turns and walks away.
Ed, you mind if I hold spot number 2 one last time?
He just hands it over to you. Here you go.
Look, spot number 2.
Yes? Sif?
You're a very good boy. I hope you know that.
He rubs up against you. Thank you.
And, you know, I see a lot of myself inside you.
That's because I'm reflective.
I was talking metaphorically, but
Oh.
yeah, a misunderstood creature who some think might blow up the world. I don't know if you've been listening, but some people might think you might blow up the world. And
How? I'm too tiny.
size doesn't matter. It's the emotion of the ocean, my dear boy.
We're not in the ocean, though. Why are we in the back of the cave?
You've been hanging out with Trevor too much, and I think you need a new.
Well, no,
mask.
because I'm new. It's the other
Yeah.
me that's been doing that.
Yeah. Spot.
Yeah,
What do you want to
Sif.
be whenever you grow up?
I'm already as old as I can get. Oh, as big as I can get.
Whenever you got bigger, what was your wildest dream?
To be a hero with you guys.
That's why it makes this so much harder.
What?
And I fucking put him in my bag.
Ed legitimately just goes, oh my God, I thought you were actually going to kill him.
You guys didn't see shit. If you tell Trey,
Wait,
well,
with the
fucking
ring or
fireball
not?
both of you. Of course he does it with the ring. He puts
Alright.
the ring on.
Inside him and puts him in there.
Yeah, he doesn't have it on his finger. He put it on somewhere else. Goddammit, you guys weren't looking.
I was about to say, you brother, I wasn't okay with all this. I just made it to be like, hey, we get him over here, then we hide him.
Mm-hmm. You didn't see shit, Ed. What did you see, Kane?
Nothing.
Too
What are we
dark.
talking about?
This is why I love you two the most.
He
Little
pats
Spot,
you on the shoulder.
if you fucking make a sound and get me caught, I will fucking kill you. And I close the bag up.
Very well. Some time passes, and the
I don't
three
like
of them
this.
return.
Above table, I really hope I don't come to regret this decision.
We are going to fucking regret it. That's the I don't like it. I don't want to be a fucking good guy. I would just kill this little shit.
Yes,
Hey, Pat, look at me.
I'm looking. So yes, as you guys, some time passes and you got the three of them return. Solemn, kind of white, ghostly, pale expression on their face. No spot in sight. I told you, shut up,
You
Spot.
I'm just looking at them.
The other Spot goes, where's me?
You're muted, weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Over the
perfect.
Rainbow Bridge.
He
Yeah,
went
where
to a
did-
ranch where
What
all the
ranch?
other spots go. He went to a ranch with all the other spots, a nice little farm. And he's
I've never been
playing-
told about this. Why didn't I get to go?
Maybe one day you'll go, but not today. You're a very good boy. And
Oh,
still need you.
is it for bad spots?
no, it's for the best spots, and one day you'll
Oh,
go.
then I guess I'm not that good of a boy. As he puts his head down.
Oh,
But Spot, don't worry. Like I said, one day whenever we are done, maybe I'll take you to the farm with the other Spot with me.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, we can all hold hands together and we'll sing a little Spot song.
Okay, I'll think of this song.
George looks absolutely gutted by all of this, by the way.
If like has a tear roll down his eye. I don't want to do this anymore, guys. Fuck this. You never told me I was gonna be killing. Fuck
Yeah,
someone
it was
else.
wild. I can't believe he did it.
Fuck you.
Syphina wants to. She's thinking about what's happening back in Alloy, and what Tal said about something with the spiritual realm, something like that. She's wondering if she can slip into that realm and kind of.
No, that realm is a like it is the so the spiritual realm is connected to the realm of the dead, but it is a place only spirits can go, and technically the judge, the keeper, and rebirth, they don't have jurisdiction or rule in the spirit realm. It's kind of like think like it's a separate country in the realm of the
What I
dead.
was trying to
Okay.
say was because where she goes, if she could see anything strange happening, even though can't go outside of that realm, where she goes or whatever, if she can see anything that's like, tied toward Alor or anything like that, that might give indication of hints as to what might be happening.
Oh, you're talking about the place you go to see the scales, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's technically that's not even technically. Think of it like that is in your own soul. That is you going deep within yourself, right? And so that's not necessarily the realm of the dead. That's why it doesn't look the same way as the realm of the dead when you went there and you actually went to the realm of the dead. So looking at that, you're not going to see much. You're only going to see the scales and where it's tipped. But it's, I mean, you can go and see. You can try to go to see if the scales are more tipped towards death, but it's always kind of tipped heavily towards death still. So.
Okay, well, I won't try
yeah.
it anyway. It's just an idea I had. So.
Well, yeah, it's mostly just the fact that I had to explain kind of what that realm is. Now, if you went to the actual realm of the dead, which is not an easy thing to do if you were the full judge, you could possibly walk into it. But the only other way is to be pulled there by something else, or be dead. And then you could possibly walk to the key, basically the realm of the spirits or the kingdom of the spirits. But pretty much it's another version of the dead. Pretty much people can, if they're if they're not set to be reborn, and they are lost and not allowed in the kingdom of the dead, then they eventually break down and turn into spirits, and then they are brought into the kingdom of the spirits.
Interesting.
And then they are most likely either A, put under thumb by stronger spirits, or devoured by stronger spirits. Because the way spirits are is they're created from legends, lores, stories, and belief. Where gods are powered by belief and worship, spirits are made that way. Something that has a lot of story to it, a lot of rumor, a lot of legend, can become a pretty strong spirit. And most people who get turned into spirits, they are remembered by family, but that's not really enough to be a strong enough spirit not to be possibly prey to another spirit. Heroes can become very powerful spirits because they have a lot of legends to them, but yeah.
So I actually have a question about that.
Yeah.
I have 3 spirits with me.
Technically
heroes.
they are kind of spirits, but they're attached to you.
Okay.
They're more seen in this realm, in Valordis. They've been turned into elementals.
Okay.
And they basically, the elementals work, the elemental kingdom works way differently, but it's still connected to the realm of the dead and the realm of the realm of the spirits, but the realm of the elementals work very differently.
Okay. I figured I'd ask.
But they function the same way. A soul that dies in Valordis that isn't accepted into the kingdom of the dead eventually becomes an elemental, or unless it's made a deal with an elemental, or so forth, so on.
Okay.
So technically, yours are elementals.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep. But yes, so Zevrith does approach the party with Soren next to him. I do not see the other slime creature, so I'm assuming the deed was done.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted.
Trevor's just sitting there staring blankly at the fire.
Yes. If you still want to come with us, I mean, maybe you can look into our spot and let us know. I mean, what is going on?
Very well. Perhaps understanding the makeup of him might lead to preventing this situation in the future. But understand that my ritual does take a few days. But I can... Say again?
I was just gonna say, since I wasn't there, can I insight Sif to see if that's relief or sorrow in his eyes and voice?
Sure. Do you want to use a deception to hide that in you, or?
Sure.
Okay. So both of you guys roll.
I kind of want to insight too.
15.
22.
What was it? Edmund got a fuck. Why? Oh, deception.
I love Edmund.
Edmund's
You were
like,
there.
I got a 27.
Ed's legitimately just like looking at everybody going, just nodding back and forth.
Edmund gave it away.
for sure, those of you who've rolled insight checks pick up on that it was relief, not sorrow, really. Unless it was sorrow. Was it sorrow?
Wait, sorrow of what? Relief or sorrow of what? What was it?
Because he asked if what you said that what was done is done. Pretty much was it.
I feel like that
Relief or
reaction right
sorrow?
there, though, should be a successful deception roll on his part. Because it's one of those, like, Sif doesn't even know what he's really doing half of the time.
Yeah, that
He
was
just
like,
does
fuck.
shit.
I mean, I'll take it, but
I feel like that reaction above table should count as an
I thought he was.
deception roll.
I thought, I must have misheard or something that he was fucking. If I had actually killed him or not.
That
Well,
was
you-
my flavor of
That's
asking
okay.
basically
Okay,
what
that's
you
what I
got.
thought he was getting at.
But I
So,
can also
yeah.
just make an educated guess, and that kind of helps me. He probably
You,
couldn't go
you pretty much, thanks to Edmund and Sif kind of just being a little, maybe not direct about anything he said, so it's hard to pick up on really. But you're picking up on the fact that he would have maybe said something direct if he had actually done it. But Edmund's over here like, we did it. Totally.
We did it. We absolutely did it.
Absolutely.
We did it.
He just straight up he took that rope and just.
Wait, there's a rope involved?
You ain't put down a dog before?
A magical dog? No. Anyways, so now we come back to. Well, understand that my ritual takes a few days, but it does help me to break down the very essence of a person down to as much detail as the world itself can give me.
Well,
Is it
Is it
harmful?
going to harm Spot?
I've never harmed us. I don't think anyone's ever come out of it harmed before.
Spot did say he doesn't feel pain
Good.
earlier from that last thing. No, but again, maybe we should consent with him before we. I know, we're calling the kettle black,
No,
start.
I was curious if you'd be willing to do it on any one of us.
I have offered.
Well, we've got some time before we get to our destination, and we've
I
got...
do have to be in a very
guys
still
wagon.
environment. I cannot be in a moving environment.
Don't think it should be right now, you guys, because
Yeah, no, we can
no
wait
offense, but
till-
we don't know what's further in the cave.
The next
Yeah,
settlement.
once we get to the next settlement, I don't mind us taking a few days to rest and kind of get our bearings.
Thorin kind of rubs the back of his neck. It'll slow us down on what we originally planned to do, but I guess we can do that. There is a nearby town, maybe a day away. We could head there. That'll bring us rather close to the capital.
As long as we make it quick, yeah.
So, all right. I was gonna see, because Zeverth had told me that you guys had to do something difficult, so I was coming to check on all of you. But you all seem rather, yes, disturbed, but overall okay. Seems like your friend here puts his hand on Trevor's back, the one taking it the hardest here.
Yeah, Trevor is still just staring at the fire. He's not saying anything.
He didn't pick up that we were all fucking lying.
Look at these photographs! Every time it made me laugh.
Get the fuck out, Brad.
Very well.
Above table, your boy is not that perceptive.
Right. Hey, let me say, I hate you now for that, because I have something planned with the other spot, and now it's gonna look so fake. Fuck you, Zoe.
You're welcome.
So
That's not something to give you.
as the as Soren kind of just notices the vibe, he goes, well, we're gonna be in the head of the cave, kind of keeping watch. You guys have done a lot of the heavy working, allowing us to tag along with your cart and rest in it when one of us gets tired. So we're going to take up the end of things and keep you guys safe. So have a good night, rest fully for once. We'll wake you up if there's any issues.
I would like to actually speak to your, I guess, assassin. Forget what his name is.
I believe his name is Vorak. Oh, let me see.
Vorak.
DM Lair.
You said
His
Borat?
name is Vorak.
No, Vorak.
Vorak.
Vorak Velmir.
I remembered.
Yes, I like to speak to
very
Vorak
well.
if he's not busy.
Yeah, do you want me to send him back here? Or do you want to come up front with us?
I can come up front, I guess. Doesn't matter. We don't have to be too separated.
Very well.
Trevor would kind of push himself to his feet and just kind of quietly limp on after Syphina.
Are you okay, Trevor? Do you need my healing?
He has 39 hit points right now. No, wait, no, he has 34 hit points right now. That fight fucked him up, and he has not really healed from it yet.
I'm going to just put my hand on his back, and I'm going to just cast Cure. So you get 14 health.
I will take it.
But yeah, I'm going to come up to the rest of the other party and take a look around at everybody to see how they're doing. It's like,
They're doing fine for the most part. They're some of them are cooking food, some of them are eating. Vorak sitting at the mouth of the cave, kind of peering out.
mhm. Well, I'm going to approach Borak and I'm going. May I sit?
Sure.
And sit down. So I understand that you are or you were an assassin.
Yes.
Can you explain to me how it works here? Like, is it? I'm guessing there's an assassin guild organization, or is it individuals?
Honestly, no assassin really works as an individual. They are kind of they're based around different sects and sects, SECT, and different orders. Not really a guild.
Okay. And if someone wanted somebody dead, and what would they do? Would they just send it to any of those sects, or what?
Most likely, send it to an order. The order picks a person who might be best or has something to prove, depending on the degree of difficulty. If it's something very hard to do, they'll send one of their better people. And then if it's something like killing a farmer or killing a businessman or a merchant, they'll send one of their new bloods to prove themselves. But if go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, if the first one fails, they'll simply send a stronger one.
Okay. How does one retract or get that to go away?
He kind of looks like a little bit stumped on that one. Some orders have a rather hefty fee, but it can't be retracted unless it's by the person who placed it. And then you could, the order itself could owe the target a favor, and I guess sometimes, depending on the order, release it. But again, that really heavily depends. I've never seen the order I belong to ever really take down a contract before.
Essentially, you're saying that the people who put the order are the ones that need to withdraw it, or it's the order would technically just keep sending people until that individual is killed.
Well, if it took too many people, they would eventually maybe. I don't think it's ever happened, but if theoretically, the way if I'm thinking about it right, they would eventually stop at some point. But overall, it normally is rather expensive to call upon an assassination, and so most times it's an open contract in a lot of guilds that if it's just something that they've sent people after and they can't accomplish it, it'll possibly become an open contract that others can choose to take.
I'm gonna look over at Treyway. I'm like, oh well, I'm screwed.
Do you have an assassin on you?
My church back home has ordered me killed. So as far as my understanding is, I have multiple of them with me.
Well, the church would have a lot of money to do it, but how'd they make connections here? Aren't you supposed to be the ones doing that?
I honestly have no idea
Apparently,
how.
we aren't the first ones here.
Well, no, I mean, Silvermoon was here, and then maybe they had a insurgent in one of the other teams that made the deal for them.
Maybe.
Trevor pulls out the wanted poster, whatever it is, of his brother, and shows it back to Vorak, and he's like, "My brother wasn't on any team. He was, from what I remember, dead. And somehow he managed to get here." And he pockets it away again.
Hmm. I don't have any answers for you at this point for that.
Do you know what the going rate would be to have a priestess killed?
Well, if I'm correct, you according to what Silvermoon told, the leader of Silvermoon told me, you guys competed in a tournament against a lot of different groups and people to earn your place here. So that already puts your head rather high due to a high value target. You're under constant surveillance. That increases the cost. You've proven to be rather strong, winning your way here. The fact that you're still alive, if you're alive, then either you dealt with something much less difficult than Silvermoon, or you're stronger, and so that would immediately up the cost. If you said you had assassins after you already.
Yes, I know at least one, and that one was already killed by another member of our team. And I have information that I have more assassins after me.
Well, sometimes
Stream of them. So.
Sometimes a order will up the cost if depending if their first person was a newbie or if it was a veteran. If it's a veteran, they'll up the cost. If it's a newbie, then they'll just call it on them and then send a stronger person. But with your already stacked statistics, they wouldn't have sent a newbie. Oh. You're a cleric, correct?
Yes, I am.
Were you popular or talented in your church?
Yes, I mean, I think I was fairly popular but talented. They didn't really like me because of how good I was at my job.
So you were good at your job. Okay.
Yes.
Depending on what order they went with, maybe they might have gone. If you have a steady stream of them, they might have gone for multiple orders. Your bounty to kill you, my estimation is between 10 to 20 million gold.
Oh.
If it's a church paying for it and you have a high value target on you, then enough to have a steady stream of assassins, then that means that that the orders that are paid or order that is paid really wants you dead, which means that the bounty must be high enough to warrant that.
I'm gonna insight this guy and make sure that he's not gonna try to kill me sometime. At 23.
He is also inciting you to see if you're inciting him.
I don't know. What do I do about that?
As he looks at you and you look at him, he just goes, I may have been an assassin, but I'm not an assassin now. The money is tempting. Yes, but I'm sure the money is tempting to, if I told any of your party members the bounty that is possibly on your head, they would also be possibly tempted. But I am not going to do that. My life of a killing for no reason and killing for money is over.
I appreciate your honesty.
Again, that is just a guess. It's not, I don't solidly know. I could reach deep into my connections and see if I can find something out, but that's if you want to actually know the answer.
I'm afraid if you do that, then it might, people might hone in on my location. So,
My connections are rather distant from the overall process.
to look over at Trevor. I mean, like, information doesn't hurt.
That is entirely up to you, Red.
You know, I do want to know. I want to know who exactly is after me. I want to know information. I do not like being caught off guard. I'm tired of that.
Very well. I can't promise you fast results. It takes time to work this in a way that doesn't get linked back. Have you ever thought about possibly changing the way you look?
No.
Some people have successfully avoided assassination by altering the way they look. Possibly even just temporarily. I know a lady, I believe Soren told us that we're heading to the next town. If we're going there, I know a lady who's very good at making disguises, such as wigs, facial reconstruction, temporary facial reconstruction, and body augmentation that is not permanent.
Here's a question. The assassins. Would they be able to sense my magic?
No. Well, there is one order that can kind of do that, but it's because they're former wizards, and they're a group of wizards and former paladins, but they're not normally someone who takes on this kind of deal.
Okay. Well, I suppose talking to that individual of yours, that might help me with the disguise, or so might be okay.
I warn you, she's not cheap, and she's abrasive, like sandpaper, but she can get the job done, and again, you can choose permanent or temporary options. It just depends on how much time you want to spend under the scalpel.
Yeah. Okay. I have to give it some thought.
Very
I
well.
do appreciate your help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you sleep good tonight. I'll keep that to myself for the most part on how much you might be, the bounty might be. Again, it's just a guess, but based on all the assassinations I've taken and how much they've paid, you kind of hit a very high value target, like something that, if put on the open acceptance for tasks, you might get a lot of applicants coming after you.
Do you have any recommendations besides changing my appearance, of how we can spot them, what we can do to, see them before they see us, or
If they're an assassin that is spotted before they see you, they're not a good assassin, and you don't need to worry.
Okay.
A good assassin will be somebody who's close to you, somebody who's patient, somebody that is inconspicuous or has
Look at Zoe.
connections. They're somebody who would attack you from a point that you would for sure not see. They would build paranoia only in that which the direction they don't want you to look.
Thanks for beginning to plant paranoia in my mind.
I'm not going to kill you, I promise. It's a hard habit to break. And when you talk about assassins, there's the very concept of thinking about them does warrant paranoia if you're in their target.
Well, I appreciate the insight. I will have to be more watchful.
Trevor's mentally making it a note that anyone who tries to assassinate Syphina, he's going to leave their head on a spike.
Hey, I already told you I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, no, he's not looking at Vorak with that at all. But he's just kind of thinking like maybe a little bit of a statement would be in order here.
Have a good night.
You as well. Look at the rest of the party, and you as well.
They
if
kind
you
of just
need
wave
anything.
away. Yeah. Well, we'll let you know, says Soren. For the most part, we're good. We're healthy. We're fed. We'll be taking shifts, but yeah, get some rest.
I
As
just
we-
imagine
Appreciate
Syphina with
you all
like a
coming along.
A mustache. The long, swoopy, curly mustache. I'm not Syphina. Or the poofy glasses with the big nose and the mustache. You've got the wrong person, I swear. Syphina doesn't have a mustache.
it falls slightly off and she fixes it. Oh, sorry, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. Very well. So is there anything else the rest of the party would like to do before they take a long rest? Yeah. It's up to you.
Edmund.
Yes.
Come into the cave with me, Edmund.
I'm going to look for Edmund. Where
I
is he?
wanted
He's been
to
sleeping, you just
find a-
disguise self. What's up?
I wanted to find a quiet spot in the cave away from everyone else so I could meditate and maybe talk to my vampire half.
I'm doing the same, but with myself and meditating in a different way out in the forest. I don't talk to vampires, but I think about vampires when I meditate.
Hear the sounds of deer noises in the distance.
Who's out there making pancakes?
Terrifying.
If I can, before Zoe and Ed have to talk, Syphina is going to take an hour to do glyph warding. Finally, put a spell on that ring. She's going to be doing fast life on it.
Very well. All right, so yeah, Sif heads out into the forest for a little bit. Soren kind of looks up to him. You want someone to go with you? To Sif.
Honestly, ask Sigurath if he can come.
You mean Zevrith?
What the fuck did I just say?
Zeroth?
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
That earlier too.
I don't know who that is. Okay,
It's this character that's following you.
Zevrith kind of just stands up. Very well, I'll head with you.
There's some stuff I wanted to talk to you about the old spot.
Very well. As he will head into the forest with you.
And never be seen again.
It's just like jealousy.
What is it?
I want to go into the dark forest with him, you bastard.
Watch
You
this,
just hear
Billy.
a cry come from the woods.
I know. I was just kidding.
I'm more worried for Sif than I am for Zephyr.
Yeah.
Ever
This
felt
is only at
fire
20 something
deep within you?
okay?
Yeah,
All the tentacles.
Right.
but I'm also. Never mind. Because you have spots too.
Yep. So we will we'll do the Zoe because I know Yone has been wanting to do this talk with Edmund for a while. We'll do the Zoe Edmund talk. So
Next episode, guys.
next episode, the woods at night.
No, I was saying we were just getting cut off because Zoe always gets cut off between all of his arguments.
Wait, how much time do we have put in? You got 20 minutes. Let's do this.
Hit me with it.
Bet. What's Edmund doing right now?
Oh, Ed is probably eating at this point, if there's a place for him to eat. If not, then he is. Oh yeah, then he's just shoving his face full of food, and he just is sheepishly looking around, like you can tell that something is off with him.
Okay, Zoe will descend from the ceiling, coming down to you. I've been meaning to talk to you.
Very well. I'm all ears.
I have questions of the Underdark. Have you ever heard of a temple in the Underdark near the center of Alfred?
DM.
There's a lot of places you haven't been, but give me a history check to see if you might have come upon something or heard something.
Y'all, this ain't gonna be good.
Might be like a natural 20.
Never mind. It's a natural 20.
20.
Bullshit.
Ed's smart now.
When you were fleeing, the last evasion, the last attack from the dwarves, you were fleeing and you took refuge in an area that had you explored the area overall, and you did come upon what might have been a city at one point. Had very non-dwarven or Duergar structure, very human-like structure. And you tried to take refuge in what might have been a tavern at one point. However, you continued to hear sounds that you didn't know, and the fact that you were told to survive, you took that opportunity as a point of warning not to be here, and you left. But you do have you do remember how you got there from your former village.
His facial expression completely changes, and it's like his eyes gloss over for a second, and just
Yeah, that's very familiar to me. What do you ask?
Care to elaborate?
I'm going to give you a quick cue, and then I'm going to let you create some things. This is a ruins that were once held by people from the surface that descended down during the cataclysmic event from before any of you really remember. Time itself forgot this era. But the creatures that were down there, the markings, the sounds, the mimicry was very I would say, think cryptid mixed with bloodborne. Very, 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 very bad place with things that should maybe not exist. It's up to you if you saw them. It's up to you if anything, but it's a very human-like structure city that kind of descends into a crack that led to a really large doorway. But that's about all I'm going to give you as a cue, and I'm going to let you create the rest.
Ed kind of stands up whenever you mention this, kind of brushes himself off a little bit.
Well, there are places in the Underdark that ain't meant for no one to be. Now, most people think the Abyss is the worst it can get. But I saw something down there that was pure evil.
He kind of starts walking around Zoe.
When the final battle happened, me and my 3 brothers fell. But unfortunately, I was the only one
He chuckles.
lucky, I guess, to escape. Man-made, human-made. Some main rat.
Had you ever encountered something like that before?
He stops pacing as he's behind Zoe.
I'm still facing you. I'm turning myself as you.
Oh, you're turning. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not letting you get behind me.
Yeah. Black ichor. Tendrils.
Where?
Why are you so interested in it?
Despite what you think, our race was not once not as barbaric as you seem to think it is. Let me ask you, are all Duragar the same? Are all elves or dwarves the exact same?
He kind of like starts to try to make a joke of it and then realizes your like intensity with it.
No, clearly not. But
Back where I'm from, we're beautiful. The absolute pinnacle of nature itself. There's nothing more prouder than to be one of us. And unfortunately, lineages pass down from time. And it seems that some of my descendants, I guess someone else's, have taken a turn. Chaos without nothing, no purpose, and just chaotic nothingness is pointless. There's no goal, just chaos and death. Rather
Utter
than what we should
annihilation.
have been. Beautiful. And it seems something in the Underdark has, well, corrupted, it seems like, this beauty. And unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to also step in and potentially eliminate it if it has no purpose. Similar to the child, as you remember, a being twisted to chaos and trapped, enslaved. I'm sure you can understand the tragedy in that.
absolutely.
So it seems as if it's my responsibility to clean up such a mess and to... He'll stop there and he'll actually just leave it at that.
You know, there's some of that reminds me of you.
I can imagine. We have the same blood after all.
Not that.
Then what?
The temple. The tavern I tried to stay at.
Ed would have put 2 and 2 together that Zoe's magic is similar. Correct? He continues pacing around.
No. Where I come from, The only people that want to know this much information is someone that don't have an end goal that's anything other than evil.
He's gonna refrain from saying anything on the talk of good and evil, but I can see that's I'll see that's what you believe in, and I can understand what chaotic death with no meaning can come across as. So any information in regards to this, I think I can find a way to help. After all, you want to exterminate all of us, don't you?
He lets out a long sigh.
I don't want my brothers to have fallen in vain.
Then help me avenge them.
You know, I heard a story quite like this before.
And how does that go?
Ed enlarges.
I don't know if this
Don't
is
go well.
hostility, so his little tentacles are gonna spike up and kind of
Cobra.
The
like an
second,
animal, like a
the
cat.
second they come up, Ed shrinks back down.
There it is.
And they'll also kind of they'll stay up. He doesn't know if this is hostility or not.
I thought I remembered. Something about your power, your energy. It's of that same dark evil.
Fail to see the beauty within it.
He says that and you see Ed stop.
You're right. I fail to see the beauty.
These three spirits come out.
And this being the only way I can talk to them. Now, I may be old. I may be bruised, beaten. And I may be dumb. But the one thing you can't hide is true intent.
One of the shadow or one of the spirits will go and act as if he's going to launch a attack at you.
And he is going to defend himself, and tentacles are gonna spread out like a squid's tentacle and kind of cover himself up in it.
He grabs a tendril.
And he's going to let himself be crushed as he usually does and dissipate into smoke appearing in the air at the top of the cave. My family are gone too, It's not just you. And you don't see me trying to exterminate you.
Ed lets out a bellow of laughter. Just from out of nowhere. He looks directly in your eyes. In fact, gets about 2 inches away.
I just had to be sure. You ain't like them.
Realizing what this is, he'll float back down. No, I'm not. I'm trying to make things right. Reset the world to what it once was. Exterminating the poison of the earth.
Well then.
He holds a hand out.
He always uses mage hand, but for this instance, he will reach out his hand physically and shake yours. Thank you for your information and what I could call trust. I promise not to take it in vain, and if the time comes, I'd be happy to accompany you to the Underdark to make right what was wrong.
Pat, would I have seen anything, a name, any kind of information in that area? Any kind of being that looks similar to Zoe or anything like that?
Let me see.
I could also give him some information too from the last conversation. Actually, I will. From what
yeah.
I know, this place is... There's a shrine and a door dedicated to the Sleeping One, who, in all honesty, I am aware of, though it seems what's being produced there isn't, as I say, the beauty it's supposed to be. Something's wrong. Something's corrupted. Something I can't quite understand yet.
Well,
He kind of looks around at everybody else. Looks back at you.
don't think I forgot.
He grabs you around your waist, or around you, and begins to squeeze.
How hard?
Not hard enough that it would be taken as damage or anything like that, but hard enough to be like, what the fuck are you doing? And he whispers,
You want round two? Because I damn sure will butter your biscuit.